Hello, it's Amy. Are you ready for a 30-minute walk and learn? The format of this walk and learn is just 2 by 2. We're going to go 2 minutes fast, 2 minutes slow. I love these interval walks because it gives us a purpose. We walk fast with good form for 2 minutes as I share different topics, and today we're going to talk about creating an exercise habit. I read Atomic Habits last year, so I'm going to share some of the learnings that I got from that one. You don't need anything. You could be doing this on a walk, on a treadmill, as long as you don't watch me. You put your phone in your pocket, earbud into one ear, making sure that you can hear. And I'm going to show a pretty scene. I found this really pretty scene, walking path. It's kind of cobbled stones, but that's it. So let's get started with a warm up. As always, I'm going to go to my computer. Isn't that pretty? That one you really have to look down to make sure that you don't trip on those cobblestones or those big stones. But boy, oh boy, that's beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to start my timer right now. We're going to do a 3-minute gentle warm-up. All right, how are you today? This is the perfect time to check in with your body. I'm sitting down right now. I'm not walking with you. It makes it a little bit easier to get these walk and learns out because it is complicated and it's hard to hold the camera too when I'm walking. I did a bunch of them a couple years ago from my basic walking program. I walked around Lake Miramar, probably walked 5 miles one day. I got them all done, but it was quite challenging. I had packed my lunch, so I got halfway around and I ate my peanut butter and jelly. I love peanut butter and jelly when I'm out walking like that. Anyway, let's just walk. Let's walk heel to toe. Let's check in with our feet and our ankles. Do you need to adjust your shoelaces or your socks? How are those knees feeling? How about the calves? Are they a little tight? Do you need to stop and do a stretch? Do you need to stop altogether and do my pre-walk stretch? I just filmed that 2 days ago, and it's up now inside the Be Healthy Enough digital fitness studio. Help you get started. Sometimes it's just hard to get your body going, to get out in the walk that you know you love to do, but it's hard to get your body moving some days, especially if it's cold or too hot. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's check in with our hips and our low back. How about your shoulders? Let's bring your shoulders up to your ears and then back down. We are going to make sure we keep good posture throughout this entire walk. And good posture means abs slightly engaged, shoulders back and down, chin slightly tucked. I know you have to watch, make sure you don't trip, but also make sure you don't keep that chin down for too long of a time and don't have those shoulders rounded forward. How about, did you see my laser beam tip? You've got lasers in the crook between your thumb and your finger, and those lasers need to be pointing straight forward, not cross, so your hands aren't rotated inward. Your hands go outward, which automatically helps your shoulders go back and down. So keep those laser beams going forward. Just a few more seconds, and then we're going to walk fast. Word of warning, I always forget to tell you we're at the halfway mark to turn around, so make sure you check your watch and you know yourself when you need to turn around if you're out walking back and out and back, which a lot of people do. I know I do. Okay, 30 more seconds. Take a deep breath in and give yourself a big pat on the back. Open your arms wide, stretch your chest. Give yourself a great big hug and a pat on the back for pressing play and getting out and walking with me. Even if you're just walking in front of your computer, you're just moving. I don't care. I don't care what it is. I just want you to get moving, because when you get moving, you feel better. I promise. All right, 2 minutes of fast, pumping your arms. When we go fast, I want you to go all out. If you can do a light jog, even better for bone density, as long as it doesn't hurt your feet, your knees, your hip. It's now August of 2023. Last week it was 6 months since I had my mastectomy. And I'm getting ready to host my Get Back. You might be hearing this as we're already into my Get Back to Exercise Challenge. I do this every year. Instead of getting back to school, it's get back to exercise. Because a lot of people, I do too, sometimes. I didn't this year because I was really focused on improving my strength after my surgery. But you do get into a summer slump. And I really want to help every year. I get a lot of people signing up this time of year too, because it is a great motivator. September and January are great motivators to get back to exercise. My goal in any challenge that I do is to help those that join learn the best ways to exercise when you're over 50. And then, because if you're over 50, you do need to be exercising a little differently. We do need to be doing strength training. We need to be doing posture. We need to be doing balance. We need to work on our core. It's not just walking. Walking is good for you, but you need to be finding ways to combat the muscle mass that starts when we hit about 40. Muscle mass is directly correlated to weight. So if you're losing your muscle mass, you're going to gain your weight. You're going to lose bone density. You're going to lose your independence. You're going to lose your mobility. So strength training is the key to longevity. Okay, so you've got to get back to learn. I'll teach people when they join these challenges, my exercise formula, and it's not dramatic. It's 2 days of strength training, day of core, fill in the rest with cardio, posture, balance exercises, incorporate those into your strength training days. Okay, you get to walk slow, taking a deep breath in. I also, with these challenges, try to help people understand and remember how good it feels to make your health a priority. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. This is something I truly internalized. I had been that healthy one for so many years. And then in December of 2022, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, had a mastectomy in February of 2023. And it was a tough journey recovering from that. I could not exercise. I couldn't lift any weights. I couldn't do anything that I used to do, so I had to find ways to work around it. But when I did get up off the chair, when I was allowed to get up and do my PT, which was the day of surgery, after surgery, I was told to move my arms, keep my mobility. Oh, movement felt so good. It felt so good to just walk around the house. It felt so good to stretch. I'm not a big stretcher, but stretching was delicious. I love that. It just felt delicious, just stretching my muscles, stretching my legs. And then I incorporated a non-weight, not holding weight, just body weight. I did some squats, some light lunges, some side leg lifts, and just feeling my muscles engaged sent endorphins into my brain, which helped me heal. It helped me feel better. So I do these challenges to help people remember that exercise is amazing. And then also to create a habit. You really do, and this is why we're here, this is what I'm talking about today, is how to create a healthy habit. Exercise is a healthy habit. So it got to me thinking, how in the world do you create these healthy habits? I'm going to talk just a minute once I get you started with your fast walk and I take a drink of water. It's only noon. I'm not drinking wine yet. I do have an occasional glass of wine. I am not perfect. I have cut back quite a bit because it's not good for my health. I know that, but I enjoy it. And with having gone off HRT, a glass of wine helps me with my menopause anxiety, so better than a Xanax. And so I've been doing that. I do feel a little guilty, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am not perfect. I eat chocolate. I drink wine. I eat healthy 80 to 90% of the time. And I eat French fries too, and pizza. All right, I'm going to start talking. Okay. Keep walking fast in 1 minute. You guys are all familiar with this scenario that you join a challenge and then you get pumped up and you cannot wait to keep going, or you find that diet that's going to fix everything. Oh my God, this is going to change your life. And as you start, it goes really, really well. And then suddenly, quickly, you lose interest, or you skip a few workouts, you make excuses, you get distracted, and before you know it, it's done and you're done. You stop doing that amazing thing that you found. Enthusiasm and willpower can only go so far. What will help you achieve your health and fitness goals in the long run is to make them a habit that you don't even think about, like brushing your teeth. How many of you still brush your teeth in the morning and at night And you don't really even think about it. It's just that habit that you always do. So how do you do this? And I'm so glad you asked. You've got 10 minutes of walking fast. Keep going. Walk fast, 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 fast. Okay. And let's walk slow. There's a real cool study. I hope maybe I can link to it here. The participants, that's hard to say, were asked to pick something that they do that was health promoting, an activity or behavior that tie that behavior to a daily cue. For example, some people chose to drink a glass of water each day right before breakfast. Sorry, I got distracted. I got a little text here. I need to put that away. Drinking water was the health promoting activity, and then fixing breakfast was the cue. So every time they fixed breakfast, they would take a drink. Some decided to exercise before dinner. These are examples. So the exercise was that healthy activity, and before dinner was the cue. Do you get it? Okay. So for each day during the experiment, participants were asked about how automatic that behavior seemed to them. After the study concluded, researchers found that it was an average of 66 days before that activity felt natural. That's a long time. And it's that natural or automatic element that's the important piece. The thing that you want to do, a habit is a behavior that's done naturally, automatically, without any meaningful thought. So that's what we want to be looking for. Example, fastening your seatbelt when you get into the car. There was a time when this wasn't legal, and I remember growing up, we never wore seatbelts, and a vast majority of us now, we just get into the car and we don't even think about it when we're doing that. That's automatic. That's natural, okay? But 66 days, that seems longer. I've heard this. How many of you have heard that 21 days to form a habit, or start a habit, or form a good habit? Not to start one, but to form one. All right, let's go. Here we go. Fast, 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 fast. Take a deep breath in, heel, toe, pushing off, squeezing your glutes, abs pulled in, shoulders back and down. So let's see, where was I at? So 21 days, that's what we've heard. And although 66 days was the average for some people, I'm going to be very discouraging to you. For some, it took almost 254 days to get started. That's a long time. Don't get discouraged. The important thing is to remember that habits are formed one day at a time. And if you make exercise a habit, that's one of the ones you want to create a healthy habit. You're in the right place, because I'm going to give you 4 tips that might help to create exercise as a habit, okay? All right, you're going fast? Let's go 1 minute of fast. Take some deep breaths in. Stop if you notice anything. This fast movement should be getting your heart rate. You're pumping your arms. You're squeezing your glutes. You're engaging all your muscles. You're walking heel to toe, not just on your toes. All right, 45 more seconds. The first thing you need to do to make sure it's a habit is you need to prepare yourself. You're trying to get any obstacle out of your path when it comes to creating exercise as a habit. Something that you just automatically plan. We do Sunday setups. On Sunday, we take a look at our workout calendar in the Be Healthy Enough community. We look at our days. What days can I get my strength training in? I need 2 of them. I have a workout calendar plan, but sometimes if you've got a really busy day, you have to swap around what I have planned. So you need to carve out when you can get that workout in, not what day, but when in your day you can get it. Now let's go slow. So you need to be prepared. You need to carve out a space you can exercise in. Also, in your environment. If you are an online exerciser, you need to have your weights set up. If you have to take 10-15 minutes to go find your weights and pull them out, get them all set up, it's not going to happen. Your brain is going to do everything in its power to make you stop. Keep your gym clothes ready to go. Put your workout shoes so you can see them when you wake up. The more obstacles in front of you, the harder it's going to be to create a routine. And the harder something is, the more likely that you're going to make an excuse not to do it. You get that? Be prepared is the first tip to starting an exercise and creating an exercise habit. Take a deep breath in. The other thing that really helps me is creating some consistency. For me, it's a little different because I don't go to a corporate office anymore. I don't have a set schedule. My schedule is set by meetings I have with clients, which are random. I do have one regular meeting with a client still, but most of the time it's random meetings with either a client or someone else I'm collaborating with. And a lot of my time is just trying to get my tasks done, which are creating workouts, creating workout plans, creating walk and learns, filming walk and learns, editing walk and learns, uploading walk and learns, uploading all my videos, creating social media. Social media is another part of my business, and creating blogs. So I have to carve out time when it's going to work for me. And I do that on Sundays. I don't typically follow along to my workout plan because I'm dictated by what I'm going to be filming and when I can get it filmed. But I definitely okay, we're going to go 2 minutes fast. You ready? Let's go. I definitely plan for 2 days of strength, 1 day of core, and then I sprinkle in cardio, and I'm trying to get more stretching in because I know how good it is for my body. Where was I at? But my time, I look at Sundays. Okay, I usually strength train on Monday and Thursday. Actually, Monday and Friday. And no, to be honest, what I've been doing lately is I go strength, cardio, core, or strength, core, cardio. And it gives me some breathing room. If my body's not feeling great, I can do a core versus a strength, or I can do an upper body versus a lower body if my lower body's. Anyway, I've been doing that lately, trying to get my routine in. Hold on, I'm going to cough. You're walking fast. Pump those arms. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink of water. So for me, I try to get in my workout before I get deep into a work project, because I know if I get deep into it, I'm not going to want to stop. So I try to get that done definitely before I get into my workout, but definitely after I've had my cup of coffee, and I usually take a walk. We don't have our dog Whiskey anymore, but I was walking the dog with my husband with my caffeine. And then I got my workout done, and then I could get on with my day and get all the work in. So you got to create some consistent working for what works for you. But remember, the right behaviors are developed through consistency, not frequency, okay? This is a good concept. So what do I mean by that? When a new member joins the Be Healthy Enough online community, I give them a lecture to start slowly. You got 10 more minutes of walking fast before I go on with this concept. Oh, we already passed the 15-minute mark. We're at 17 minutes, so turn around if you're going to turn around, and go slow. Good job. Go slow, take a deep breath in. I really have to watch new members, because that newness, excitement I talked about early on in this walk and learn, is that excitement can work against us. We get excited to build up a strong body, but we need to work on that foundation first. If it's been a while since you've exercised, you're likely to get hurt if you jump right into something that you used to be doing a long time ago. You need to be consistent 3 days a week at first. Probably no more than that, and no more than 30 minutes. That, if you can put that in your head, 3 days, 30 minutes, whether it just be walking, if you're just starting out with a walking program, that's perfect. It's not so overwhelming that you're going to make up an excuse. And so you're going to get into that consistency, being consistent for 3 days a week, 30 minutes, no excuses, no skipping it out on it, regardless of what you're doing. Treat it as if you're fastening your seatbelt. It's that important. Or going to a doctor's appointment. Once you develop that consistent routine, you can then increase the frequency by adding a day or a longer workout if you want. If you have to miss a day, no biggie, because you've got time to make it up with these 3 days a week, 30 minutes. If you work out too often, you're likely going to hurt yourself too, or get discouraged because you can't fit it in, and then you stop altogether. So being prepared, one, and then trying to find some consistency. So it's like the same time during the day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that. All right? You got 15 more seconds of slow. Good. Take a deep breath in. Get ready for your 2-minute fast interval. Your body should be really warmed up. So you should be able to walk really fast, okay? Good. Walk fast, heel to toe, pump the arms, a light jog if you want. Getting that impact. Send a signal to your bones to do something good. It's called an osteoblast, which builds bone density. Sorry, not bone muscle. All right, but make sure it doesn't hurt your joints. Make sure you've got good shoes, nice cushion. Good. All right, the next key to making exercise a habit is make it fun. Okay, this might not be the best thing for me to say because I know I'm a key proponent of strength training, but sometimes that's not fun for people until they get a good foundation. They've got back to exercise, created movement as a habit. So there's 1,000 different ways to move. So don't think that you have to do something that you hate. If you hate strength training, if you hate yoga, I'm not a big yoga person. I would never do a yoga program just because I don't like it. I'll do stretching because I know it's good for me, but to just only do yoga, that would probably not be the best thing for me to create an exercise habit. If you hate it, you won't do it unless you're super disciplined. And only so many of us are super disciplined. And it's only for a short amount of time. And it's typically if you've got this carrot or really the stick out there, like a bad health scare like I had, that's a sure way. Or you got that vacation where you don't want to be the one left behind. Walk fast for 20 more seconds. If you enjoy walking, do that. Find ways to make it a good workout like you're doing now, going fast for a few minutes, slow for a few minutes. Try my one where we do 2 minutes of walking and a minute of body weight strength training, lower body strength training. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go nice and slow, 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 slow. If you're out walking, go faster or find some hills to make it a little bit more challenging. Well, I know a lot of people like the group classes, and so do I. As I'm talking about this, COVID happened, and a lot of the great group classes that we all loved kind of went away, or they didn't come back. Some of them are starting to come back, and I know for so many people I talk to, if group classes are what you need to do, that personal accountability, do not sign up for an online program unless they're having live classes, which I don't do yet. But you're not going to do them if you know you need that accountability, that time that you have to be somewhere and you meet your friends and you're working out with your friends. But you also, if you don't want to go to a group class, you can find online workouts that you identify with, and that you enjoy the instructor, and make sure it fits in with your skill level and personality. You probably don't want to be signing up for one of those rah-rah persons that's doing burpees and all those crazy moves that we did when in our 30s, because you're end up going to hurt yourself, and then you're going to get annoyed by her rah-rah. Anyway, you got to find somebody that you resonate with. We've got about 40 more seconds of slow. And let's see, where are we at? Oh my gosh. I'm going to do a plug for if you are a member and you're watching this, I don't know if I'll put this out free to members. Sometimes I do to non-members. But if you need Be Healthy Enough online exercise, I've got over 500 workouts out there now. And I create workout calendars every month, workout challenges every month that you can follow along to with my Fitness Over 50 formula. And you don't have to think about what you're going to do on what day, because I got it all laid out for you. Okay, here we go. Fast, 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 fast. This is the last fast, and we're going to slow down and cool down a little bit. Let's see. The other thing that I want to talk about is in creating a habit of exercise is to track your progress. Keeping track of the days and the progress you're making so that you can see how far you've come since day one is super motivating. If you set some goals too, having something to aim for can be very motivating. It can get you out of bed or off that couch. I do have something else I'll plug. I don't know if I remember. I'll have to remember to put it in to the description below. But I have motivation statement guide where it walks you through finding your why. It's super important to create a habit, especially if it's an exercise habit or a healthy eating habit, something that actually, to be honest, any healthy habit, if it's brushing your teeth or seeing your doctor once a year, taking time to stretch at night, reducing your wine, reducing your coffee, if you know why, you know really why that habit's important to you, that's going to help you create that habit. Not just I'm going to exercise because I want to look good. No, at over 50, it can't be about that anymore. It has to be about creating a healthier body, being strong enough, healthy enough to do the things that you love to do, being able to play with your grandkids. I know losing weight is highly motivating for a lot of people, but after 50, losing weight shouldn't. I really would hope. I try not to make that a key goal of most people because it's so difficult. Now we're going to cool down. Are you ready to cool down? 3 minutes of a nice cool down. Take a deep breath in. But it's super important to try to think about creating a healthier body, and the outcome of that could be weight loss. You may be 5, 10, 15 pounds heavier than you want to be, but you're freaking healthy, and that should be amazing. You can do the things that you love to do. Your pants might be a little tighter. I hate having that weight loss being the only motivator. Get a scale to track your muscle mass instead of just that weight, that you're building muscle mass and losing fat as opposed to just losing weight. That's a great way to track your progress. Okay, and then so finding your why, using that motivation statement guide to truly dig deep into your why. And it's different for everybody. And I step you through that process, and you come up at the end with creating your own personalized motivation statement that you write out, and you place that somewhere to keep you motivated. So you can help create that exercise habit. So you're going to have to accept with anything that there's going to be tough days. There will be days when there is no way to fit in that exercise habit or get motivated to put even on your workout shoes. That's okay. You've got to learn to pick it up again tomorrow or switch to doing something you feel good doing that day. I did that the other day where my lower body it was my strength day. My lower body just was feeling achy. So I did an upper body workout, and when I did, I added on one foot to work on my balance for that day. And I was okay with that. In fact, I felt great. I was so proud of myself for not giving up altogether. All right, let's take a deep breath in. Let's bring one leg back. Stretch out your calf. Well, yep, all of us are looking for a quick fix, but nothing worth doing well is ever done easily or quickly. Stretch out that back calf. Now bring that back foot in, stretch out the front leg and the front back of the leg, okay? Keep going. Stretch that back of the leg. Making exercise a habit is going to take patience, time, and consistency, but it will be worth it. And 66 days, if that's what it takes, 3 months, that's nothing. Oh, bring that front foot back, stretch that other calf. That's nothing. 3 months. Imagine if you start today, creating that habit after 3 months, exercise is this habit you can't live without. How awesome would that be? Take a deep breath in. Take a little stretch. I didn't help you stretch that much or cool down. I'm so proud of you for joining me. Let me know if you're going to start exercise as a habit today. Leave me a comment. What help you might need with creating exercise as a habit. Read the book Atomic Habits. It's all about habit stacking and how to create better habits. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.